1. You lack passion. If you are in the early stages of your career and not getting challenged and doing mundane work, you are wasting your future. Trust me, learning slows down dramatically once you reach certain career milestones, and if you are not getting pushed early in your career, when usually you should have fewer responsibilities, you are missing the train. 2. If you hate your line of work. Let me explain a little more. The whole make passion your work is the latest trend for all the hustlers. But there are limited people who are so passionate about a thing like acting or food that they made it their job. But anything, once it becomes a job, it starts losing its charm. Like if you love cooking and start a food truck, you may enjoy the cooking, but now you cannot cook whatever you want. You have to cook what sells and recipes that can be repeated. You have to deal with finances and employee salaries. So the question is, do you hate the work or do you hate the work environment? If you hate the work itself, please stop and do something else. But if you actually like the work but hate your boss or work culture, then switch company. Like if you hate a structured way to work in MNC, try joining a startup, or if you hate the unplanned lifestyle of a startup, try joining an established company. 3. If you are not good at your job. This one is a hard pill to swallow but equally important. When you start, you might think that you would love doing a specific task, but once you actually start doing it, you might not be good at it, but your ego won't allow accepting. I have people who have come to me saying they are passionate about coding and want to build a career in Java or Python. But once they actually start coding and realize how complicated it is, they start failing. They would always blame that this is not how they learned it or why they are not able to wrap their head around the architecture. But in the end, it's something they are not good at. But they are usually good at something else. So putting ego aside and saying to self, this is not for me, is critical. 4. Getting addicted. Some people are chain smokers, heavy drinkers, and whatnot. They pick up this due to curiosity, and then get carried away into it that they even forget the reality. Getting drowned in such habits is a bold sign that you are wasting your time. 5. Not staying up to date. You can keep learning new things every once in a while. Maybe small, maybe big, but most of the time people just ignore this and put away the opportunity to learn. Not learning for a long time brings down the capability of your brain, and it takes time for you to pace up when you are in a need. So always engage yourself in something other than your routine. 6. Talking or not talking beyond its requirement. Many people talk too much that they allow every person around them to pick up their suggestions and throw them at them. Some people talk so less that every person around them is either done or pissed with them. It is necessary to talk and keep quiet based on the people, situation, and subject. When you talk too much, you waste not only your time but also the energy which you could have used to make your plan successful. When you don't talk enough, you waste the opportunity to do things in an easier way possible. Understand this without fail. Your words define you, and it's necessary to make sure you talk enough and only required. People around us are just as bad as we are, so they can make mistakes too. Just get this under your skin that nobody in this world is entirely right and appropriate for you. Talk wisely to make the best of your time. 7. Not letting go. Everything that starts has to end. It starts to end the moment it is initiated, so don't waste time repairing what is beyond saving. It is easy to accept things in time than to wait for a better outcome and get disappointed. Try to understand if this can be repaired or not. If not, just let it go. Some things cannot be changed, hence make your counter strategy to deal with it. Don't push yourself too hard, just let it go.